introduction is going to be very awkward, I guess, is the thing. But this is it. We're in the podcast now. Hey, thanks for coming to listen to my podcast. This is podcast.
Hi, podcast.
Hi, podcast.
This is Dice Club.
Wait, we're in
Dungeons
podcast?
and Dragons. We're in a podcast.
What?
You guys know we're doing a podcast?
No one told me. I thought we were just
shit.
playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Nope, podcast.
Podcast, you say?
I wish someone warned me.
Yeah, sorry. Would have given you time to get a microphone or
Yeah,
start
like a
recording
setup.
or anything.
And,
But
record.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just gonna be my audio when you're listening back to it. But okay.
Imagine there were players also. Imagine it's not
Yeah.
just Tim.
So just like, if you hear this, imagine you're hearing any of the other parts of the conversation besides mine. That's
Just fill them in
Yeah, you
yourself.
just have to
You're
imagine.
right.
Just
I
imagine
said all
it.
along.
it's conceptual. It's a thinker in it. So
This is how all podcasts should be made.
Definitely.
it is
Oh
how
my
all podcasts are made. You just don't see this part of it. This is Dice Club and Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition in heavy quotations because rules are hard and there's a lot of them, and in the Discord video call we're just doing the YMCA and I can't focus. I can't focus with all this YMCA. I'm just gonna cover that side of the screen. Okay.
I feel like you should get better. You should get better at focusing, Tim.
We're not gonna focus on rules a bunch. We're obviously gonna be playing the game, but it's gonna be just rules light, kind of fast and loose. So if you're hearing this, don't tweet at us about the rules, cause I don't care about it.
Does
do
Dice Club
tweet
even
at
have a
Tin
Twitter?
specifically
There
about
is a
the rules.
Twitter.
Not the Dice Club
It
account.
will.
Find,
We do.
find
There
Tin
is a
and
Twitter?
tweet at him
Follow
I'm
specifically.
pretty
Dice
sure
Club
we
on
made a Twitter.
But don't
We should
tweet
make
at
a.
us
Hey guys,
about
we should make a
rules.
Twitter. That seems like a great. Okay.
We have a Twitter, and the password is.
Yeah. So, should we just adventure now? Is it adventure time?
Yeah.
Background information on the world. It's basically completely explored. Like, you could, there are globes that have been created. So, like, the people who live here it's a fairly well-educated world. The people who live here have an understanding of, like, everything, of, like, at least, like, topographically is, I think, the word. But, yeah, the age of, like, quests and adventuring and glory and, like, dragons at the edge of the map, and we gotta, like, discover, that's basically completely over now. There's still, like, some things that aren't known about the world and how it is, but it's that portion of the era is coming to an end, and that's where we find our party in a tent that is pitched outside about maybe 1,000 feet from a mountain range and a forest and all those kinds of good stuff. You are all around a table, and on this table has a map rolled over the top of it. There are the 5 of you and 2 other people there. So, just gonna go around. First we have Duck. Who are you? Hello, Duck. Who are you?
I'm Duck. Any pronouns? My character is a possum folk ranger. We use a homebrew race for possum folk, and their name is Seredin Windblade.
Very, very cool. What is Seredin Windblade doing at this table right now?
Probably sitting on their friend's shoulders, braiding her hair, just kind of chilling.
Swag. And your friend is Meadow, who is played by Elix. Why don't you take the reins now?
I play Meadow. I am a human cleric. I'm I don't know, let's do a bit of a physical description. I'm ginger. I'm a girl. Well, Meadow's a girl. And she's ginger, freckly, pale. That's about it. Right. I don't know when this will come up in the story. Probably will at some point. But I want it to be clear from the beginning, just so everyone knows, that she is a trans girl. So, that's cool.
Swag. Yeah, what is Meadow doing?
Well, as we established, she was getting her hair braided by Seredin, her bestie.
Excellent.
So I guess she's just, sitting at the table, listening in on whatever conversation's going on.
Okay. Then Gabbs.
Great. Okay. I'm Gabbs. I play Venus, who is a tiefling fighter. Venus is a pirate. And,
Very cool.
Very cool. Pirates are cool. I guess I could give a description. Only description, big poofy hair. That's
Heck
it. Take
yeah.
that as
Beautiful.
you want.
Beautiful. Okay, what is Venus doing? Just idly.
Okay. I would say Venus is boasting about her past voyages to anybody who would listen, but they might not be listening. I'm gonna say Venus is saying all of this to Wren, and I don't know if Wren is listening at all, but Venus is being very loud.
Okay, Wren, played by 57. Introduce your character.
Hi, I'm 57. My name's a number. It's chill. Don't worry about it.
It's very cool. Don't question it.
Yeah, my character's Wren. He uses he, they. He's basically just a little punk, a little teen,
Just a punk.
Just a little bit of a punk teen. He's a half orc, half elf.
That's pretty swag.
It is pretty swag. But yeah, he's like wearing an all black outfit, with like some studs and stuff, and he's got some like weapons and knives, and he's sitting there like lounging at the table trying to look like all cool, like he's like not he's trying to look like he's not interested in the story that Venus is telling him, but like really deep down he's kind of into it, but he's trying to look all cool and aloof.
Very cool. I don't remember if you said the class of this person?
Barbarian. Hi.
Barbarian.
This is
Excellent.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes.
This is-
We
yeah,
are
this is- we're
playing
playing a
Dungeons and
game.
Dragons.
We
Yeah,
are?
we're playing Dungeons and Dragons together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For a
yeah.
podcast.
Oh, wow. I didn't know. How'd I get here?
Yes, and Rain,
Hello.
character time.
Hi, I'm Rain. I use they, them. I play Marsh, a Fearbolg artificer, who also uses they, them. I think they're probably standing, like, above the table, probably over, Venus or Wren. Cause I'm just a real tall bro, just a real tall dude. I've got kind of grayish blue skin, this like dark green hair, cut short with a bunch of like tufts of it all around my body. Yeah, I think I'm just like standing
Very
over
cool.
the table, tinkering with something, kind of like looking at the map, stuff like that.
Very cool. Gabbs, I don't think I caught Venus's pronouns.
Oh, I didn't think too hard about this. We can go with she, they.
She, they works beautifully. Okay, so the five of you are doing the various things that you said around this table, and there's two other people here. We have a dwarven man who you know as Elix, and a half-orc woman named Matilda. And I should give a little bit of context. You know these people, you have for about a week you've been on this mission, and Elix is like a lot of really short guy, bushy beard, like a scar on his face, but he looks a lot tougher than he is, you realized, and Matilda hasn't said much the entire time that you've been around them, and you've kind of gathered that she's his like personal assistant and bodyguard type deal. She's just a very commanding presence and very intimidating there. And Elix is there, like, looking at the map as you're all standing there, and he's like, "All right, guys, listen, we're on the home stretch," which none of you know what means because this is a fantasy world and there's no baseball. Anyways, this is it's the last leg of the race inside of this cavern here, and he points to a point on the map at the foot of the mountains, right where the tent is pitched. He points to section of it that has a little indication. Says, "Inside this cavern holds the key, quite literally, to our fortunes. You remember the boss's instructions. All we have to do is get in and get out. Now, I haven't been down there myself, but lots of people have tried to reclaim whatever is down here, and nobody's come out of this cavern alive. So we got to stay together at all costs. All right, now, anybody got any questions?
Yeah. Marsh, I think, probably, like, leans over the table and says, do you know, if there are any threats inside of the tavern? Not tavern. Cavern?
I mean, I would assume that there are, considering that just the influx of people who have gone in and the absolutely nobody coming out.
No,
And
that's
we
probably
have no
coincidence,
idea
right?
what those are like?
Nobody's gone in and come out to say anything about what's in there, so we're kind of just going in blind, but, like, you can kind of, like, feel it, right? There's, like, something in there wants to be got. And I know I want to get it in there. So,
A
like,
presence in the air.
we got to get in there. Exactly. Anybody else got any questions? Nope. Okay. So he kind of like just like stands there a little bit, and then Matilda walks out the door, and he follows her, and kind of just leaves that tent there. And there's a little bit of a beaten path, just from like foot traffic, going to the place that he pointed to on the map, and he starts walking there with Matilda, and kind of like motions for you to follow him.
Wren just kind of like lets out a long sigh and is like, well, this seems like a great idea.
I agree completely.
No, but imagine how cool it would be if we are the first people to ever make it out of there alive. That'll be so impressive.
Wren looks around at the party and is like, yeah, I'm sure we will be.
I love your
feeling good about
optimism
this.
there. You're doing great, Wren.
So the five of you follow these two to the base of the mountains, which there's kind of just a path leading like up into them a little bit. It's uneventful. Nothing happens, so just traveling montage over. And you're at the
Great podcasting.
Thanks, man. We got the cavern, right? You're there, and yeah, there's a path into it, and Matilda just walks in. Urix kind of stays behind a little bit, and just like gestures with his head for you guys to all go in there.
Is it clear that he's, like, staying outside, or is he waiting for us to, like, go in first?
He did like an after you gesture.
Okay.
So kind.
Okay.
From spending some time around this guy for a week, you know that I'm not gonna mince words. He's a coward.
I think
I'm
at
so
this
curious
point,
as to how he got his scar now.
Ren walks up to him and makes direct eye contact and does a after you motion.
Okay. He just kinda does the same, just back at you, just a little bit less aggressively.
Meadow has stopped in like the opening of him, just looking at them with just glee, just loving this.
I think Seredin gets down from Meadow's shoulders and just like grabs her hand and starts just dragging her in.
Oh, but I wanted to watch them argue about it. It's really funny.
You can watch them argue in the cave.
That's fair. Where we're at more danger. In more danger. Sorry.
Exactly.
Marsh kind of like... I imagine the, like, cavern cave opening is tall enough for me to go under. But, like,
Yes.
just out of habit, I kind of, like, duck down and crouch to go into this cave. And walk in a little bit. I'm gonna try to see if I can, like, still see Matilda and kind of, like, look around, get a, like, kind of sense of the, like, the whole cave.
Alright, why don't you make a perception check?
Awesome.
First roll.
And we're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
What? We're playing Dungeons and Dragons?
First roll of the
I
game.
don't
No
really
pressure.
have a
No
good
pressure.
first roll.
Oh man.
That's a 13.
Okay.
Could be worse.
Do you have dark vision?
I do.
I do.
Wait.
I don't know. I don't think I do.
Okay, cool. I think at this point, Urix, like, definitely lost the stare down with Wren and just walked in first, and he is holding a torch. So as the 7 of you like are in this cave now, you can see Matilda. There's like the entrance to the cave was more naturally forming, like it's like a cave that somebody went into. But like once you're there, like steps appeared, and as you go down, you're now in a room that's maybe 15 foot square. There's some like broken down barrels, just signs of like people walking through, like some footsteps in the dust. And in the wall ahead of you, there's a doorway, and in the wall next to you there, on the left, there's a doorway. And you can kind of see into them, but they both like curve, so you can't see what goes down either one. But the one on the left does have like stairs going down.
Okay. Is everyone inside of the cave now?
Everybody's in the cave now, I think.
Okay. I'm gonna light like a small like copper lantern for my inventory and kind of walk over to the path that has the footsteps, the stairs leading down. I'm gonna like shine my lantern down there.
Okay.
What do I see?
I'd like to go over there and also do a perception check because I have dark vision.
Okay, roll that for me.
All right, that is 7.
7. Okay, with a 7, you can see that it's there. There's definitely some steps, and it does go down.
Looks like there's stairs.
It's steps. With the 7, you realize that it wasn't stairs; it was steps.
Oh. It's steps. Never
Is there a
mind. We
difference?
can leave.
God, let's turn back now. Can I see more with my lantern since I'm like shining it down there?
The steps go down like there's like 5 steps, and then it's back to like a flat floor, and then it's like a sharp 180, not 180, 90-degree turn, and you can't see down it because the turn is maybe 30 feet down the tunnel, so you can't see what's on the like down it.
I vote
what's the
not
bearded
going
guy's
down some
name again?
stairs.
What's up?
What's the bearded guy's name again?
The bearded guy's name is Elix.
Urix. All right, and he has a torch.
He's got a torch on him.
All right. Wren walks over to him, looks him in the eye, and just like takes the torch out of his hand.
He just gives it to you. I think he sees you coming over and like kind of looking at the torch, and he's just like, he just sticks out his hand with the torch.
Wren takes it and starts walking down the hallway.
Which one? Because there's 2 of them.
Oh, there's 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's
Yeah,
There's one with
flat
steps
and one with
and one with no
stairs.
steps.
Okay.
No steps. I vote no steps.
The stairs are going down.
Yes.
All right. Then they go down the hallway that's not the stairs.
Okay.
I want to live.
I
What
was
can I
gonna go
say?
down the steps. It's fine.
Okay. Urix kind of looks at you as you do this, and he looks at Matilda and like moves his head towards you, and she goes, and he follows her, and he's like, guess we're going this way, guys. Come on, let's get moving. And the 3 of them
Oh.
go down that way.
When they do that, can I quickly like run down the stairs and look down that pathway, and then like just run back up and see what's down there?
If you want to.
That's what I want to do. Yes.
Okay, so you have the little lantern, right?
Yes.
Yes, okay, so you go down the steps and you turn the corner. You can see 35 feet ahead of you, there is the path just stops. Like the tunnel keeps going, but the path doesn't.
Okay, that's not good. I'm just gonna go back up the stairs and go to down the other path.
Okay, do the rest of you do that?
Yes.
Okay, so you're walking down this corridor. I said that it was like it looked more man-made, like it was carved out. I said that right?
You have now.
I
believe
think
so.
so, yes.
You have.
Okay, I have now. Okay, so it's like angular, definitely was man-made. So you go through this corridor, and then there's a 90-degree turn, and just a couple more of those, and nothing happens until you reach a point where the corridor kind of opens up, and it's like a longer cavern that it like stretches out in either directions, left or right, and also up and down, and you can't see anything in any of those directions, but like maybe 100 feet in front of you, you can see another wall, and it has a torch on it, and stretching between it is a wooden bridge.
Does the wooden bridge look sturdy?
One of these.
Shall I?
You can do an investigation check
That's so
for me.
cool. Okay.
Wait, we're playing Dungeons and Dragons?
We're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
What?
For
Oh
those of
my
you that don't know
God.
how this game works, you
Yeah.
can roll
I
dice
rolled
and
an 18.
What?
checks.
Is that why we're called Dice Club?
That's why we're called Dice.
18.
What?
18. This bridge has been here a long time, and it's very, like, there's plenty of, like, just cobwebs and, like, dust on it, and it's, like, doesn't look the best, but you can see in the dust there are footprints on it, so people have gone across this bridge fairly recently.
Interesting.
Can we see down, like, all the way down the bridge?
You can see all the way to the other side of the bridge.
Okay.
There are, like, footprints going across the whole thing.
I think, seeing how not sturdy this bridge might be, Seredin turns to everyone and is like, I'm the smallest, so should I go across first? Just to
Yeah, that
see
sounds
if
like,
it's
you know,
sturdy?
if you
Thank
if you
you
want
for
to just
your
go first, go
sacrifice.
ahead.
Well, I don't know if that's a great idea.
I'll
I mean,
be
what if you
fine.
fall down? What if you fall down?
Nope, no.
You
That's
shall
a great
be
idea.
honored.
I see
I'm-
nothing wrong with this.
Maybe
I
I
live
should
in
go first.
Trees. No.
I would
I'm
also
going.
not
And
be
then,
opposed to
and then
going first.
they start
But
walking
maybe
across
wait,
the
no,
bridge.
wait. And I start trying to follow them.
We could like tie a rope to you.
Oh my god.
So that if you fall, we could,
So
like, pull
are there
you up.
just people on this bridge?
If you want,
No,
Like a bunch of them now, or
I'm
are
about to step onto it, I think. Like, so no one's quite on it yet.
okay?
Wait, okay.
I am right
okay.
behind them.
Venus yells, okay, wait, hold up. Everybody, chill a sec. And I reach into my cool pirate backpack. And
Cool pirate.
I,
Cool pirate.
Whoa, what a
backpack.
cool pirate
trademark.
backpack!
I've totally forgotten how to pronounce these. Pitons? Yeah, and
Yes.
so I take one of those out of my bag, and
Can you
Oh,
just
yeah,
describe
true.
what that is?
it's like a pointy thing used for mountain climbing. You like shove it into a rock with hammer, and there's a loop. So you
Okay.
can put rope through it. Yeah, so I'm gonna take one of
I
those
Okay.
and a crowbar
yeah, I'm
from
into
my
this.
pirate backpack, and I'm just gonna hammer it into the closest, sturdiest thing, which is probably a rock, and the wall.
probably the
Yeah,
wall, yeah.
that's another one. And I'm gonna take.
Wall is also a rock.
That is true.
Well, you know,
Everything
tomato,
is a big rock if
tomato.
you think about it.
Just
The Earth
it's
is
all
a big rock
rocks.
if you think
Yeah,
about
it's all
Artificer,
rocks.
artificer.
You're not on the earth, but that's okay.
it. The fantasy planet is a big rock if you think about it.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't actually know what the fantasy planet's made of.
Yeah, maybe just like
Maybe it's alive.
think for like a second before you talk.
Yeah. No. I'm not gonna do that.
Maybe just like read a book about my
Whoa.
fantasy world before you start spitting
Maybe
facts about
write
it.
a book about your
Hey,
fantasy
Hey
world.
DM, why don't you write a book about your fantasy world first?
I'll write a book about my fantasy world
Yeah.
for you guys.
Yeah, you better.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very
I will.
appreciated.
That's
will.
just basic podcasting then.
Okay. Okay. So
Okay.
I'm doing this cool fantasy thing with my pirate skills, and I loop my rope through it and I tie it really tight because I'm a strong pirate. And
Or like a
then
Girl Scout, I don't know.
and then I take the rope and I tie it to Seredin because I'm not going on that bridge.
Okay.
Now
Seredin
you
is
may
like,
go.
"Thank
You will
you."
be totally safe. See,
Thank
Meadow?
you.
Totally safe.
This is a great
Yeah, I
Plan.
can deal with that.
if we
I
can
work
call
with
it that, but I'm
It's
into
definitely a plan. You can't say it's not. I planned it with my cool, smart brain.
Seredin unties the rope from themselves and then ties their rope to that rope to make it longer and then ties it back on to themselves so that they have 100 and so they can get all the way
Cool,
to the other
cool.
side.
We're talking about
Yeah.
rope links now, guys. I
Yeah.
like how I just really enjoy how, like, one of the first things I said was, we're not gonna really care about the rules or, like, technicalities and stuff. It's like, I'm gonna make sure that I'm
really
using my rope
important.
so the rope is
Like
long
this.
enough. The rope is gonna be long enough, and you're not gonna catch me slipping.
This is a podcast.
It says
not
50
rope.
feet of
Rope
rope.
mechanics are very important.
You're not gonna catch me slipping.
And just great podcasting, and I love listening to you talk about ropes.
Yes.
This is rope.
okay.
So you're walking across the bridge?
I'm setting foot on the bridge.
Okay,
Does
it
anything
falls and you
happen?
die. That's a joke.
Oh no!
Oh, no,
Well,
sorry.
bye everyone.
Campaign over, everyone.
That's a great joke that I'm gonna say maybe 16
You
more
better.
times.
Great.
So just keep
Okay.
track.
In this episode.
I will keep track. Okay, I walk a couple feet onto the bridge. Does anything happen?
No.
Okay.
Well, I'd
A little
assume
bit
that you
creaky,
get further
like
onto
a
the
little bit creaky, but nothing happens. Okay, you walk safely to the other side, and you're fine.
You see, that happened because
well,
of my
that was
cool rope.
anticlimactic. I don't think it had anything to do with
My
your
cool
rope,
rope and
actually,
my cool
considering that
Pitons.
it didn't fall.
What I'm gonna do now is I'm going to take one of my Pitons, and then I'm gonna connect it to this wall.
She's got
and
Pitons
I'm
for
gonna,
days. Dice
I'm
Club,
gonna
total
tie
Pitons.
the rope to this side.
Titans Club.
Pitons!
Fight Club. Continue, sorry.
I'm gonna get it into the wall like we did on the other side and connect the rope to this side, and then I'm gonna yell back, "Hold on to the rope while you cross."
I am the first one after them. I immediately follow. Now that the rope's attached.
Okay, you walk across, and you're fine.
Right.
I'm next. Because I'm strong and brave.
All right, cool. You walk across. Are you doing anything as you're
I'm
walking
fle-
across?
I'm
or are
flexing
you
my
just doing it
guns.
strongly and bravely?
I'm flexing.
You're just flexing.
Ooh.
I'm into
No,
it.
you're supposed to hold on to the rope.
I'm flexing while holding onto the rope. It's very impressive.
You're flexing and like your muscle is holding onto the rope for you.
Exactly.
Okay, you also make it across. It's a little bit
I'm-
creakier
I'm
this
Because
time,
my
though.
muscles are too big.
But just only just a little bit, just
Yeah.
because of your muscles. Because the bridge is scared of you.
I'm probably walking across next. I'm probably just kind of like leaning over a little bit and taking like long strides across it, trying to get it across as quickly as possible. Can I like look
Okay.
down as I'm doing this?
You can.
See like what's down there? What's down there? Can I see?
You
Should I make a roll?
I
Okay.
highly doubt you're gonna be
you
able
don't
to
have
see
to
it
roll
without
anything
dark vision.
because you look down there and you can't see anything. It's just pitch blackness for as who knows how long.
Fun. Okay. Yeah. I just look back up and continue walking across.
Okay. As you look back up and continue to walk, one of your feet falls through one of the boards. It breaks in half. You're fine. Like it's just one of your feet falls through. It happens slowly enough that you could save yourself, but a board did break.
All
Just
right.
like
Venus is
Shrek.
gonna yell,
Ooh.
"Hold
like
on
in
to the
Shrek.
rope and the Piton! Hold on to the rope and the Piton."
Pitons are important. Pitons are important.
Venus,
That's what Elix
they're
says. Pitons are important. He says it like 8 more times. I'm not gonna do it.
I'm already holding on to the
I'm
rope.
so proud
No,
of you.
commit, Ten. Commit.
Mm-mm. Took a sip of water, indicating that my time as a vocal artist is done.
Forever.
Yup. Bye, guys. New DM.
End the
Okay, so
podcast.
I'll be the new DM since Tin's retiring.
Let me just share this Google Doc with you.
A dragon comes and eats you. The end.
That's not what happened in Drake.
Oh, fun. Definitely what I envisioned
I mean,
my
isn't
character
it?
arc to be like. Okay. I'm
Okay,
gonna
no,
finish.
yeah, but
I'm gonna
apart
continue.
from that incident, you do make it across safely.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Cool.
I think Urix sees kind of what the pattern has been, and he kind of just runs across. He doesn't hold the rope. He just runs across,
He doesn't know.
and
Venus
Oh my
is
The
gonna
rope!
as he
yell,
runs, like
Boy.
Dang.
like 3 more boards break underneath him.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so like 3 more boards break underneath him, but he does make it across. These boards are like held by rope, so like when they break, they're just kind of like fall downwards to the side, kind of like a trapdoor opening a bit, but they don't fall down.
Meadow leans down to whisper to Seredin and says, "Well, I sure hope there's another way out."
The rope that we tied. We can go
just shimmy a little bit.
I have the arm strength to shimmy across that on a rope. I'm not very strong.
I could cross that with my
Can
amazing
you
acrobatics.
balance on it? We weren't
You're not
talking
part
to
of this
you.
conversation.
I don't care.
Stop.
It's actually a very
I'm-
small platform
I'm
that you guys are all just kind of huddled on.
whispering. Yeah, but I'm whispering.
I'm not.
It's that echoey chamber, okay?
Who's left on this side?
Whispering.
Who hasn't crossed yet? Is it just me and me and Matilda? Wren kind of like looks at the rope or the bridge and like sees how it's been like breaking a little bit and just kind of yells across like, "Hey, what's over there, guys?"
Good question.
What is over here, Tin?
It's just a small
I'm
platform.
gonna roll perception to see if there's
Not
anything
much.
besides.
Is there like a door or another
Yes,
entrance?
a door. There's a door, and it's another
20
tunnel. I love these
23.
things.
There's a door.
There's a door leading to another tunnel.
23 perception to really look around at all this.
Okay, did you percept yet, or did you roll
Yeah,
yet?
23.
Okay,
Oh
you
my
see.
god!
And
See
you
everything.
can
Holy
see down the
shit.
tunnel. There is you can see another doorway. It's like maybe another 100 feet in, but you can see a doorway that that leads to an opening. You can't tell what's in the opening, but you can tell that there is a doorway and basically nothing in between, just like some pebbles in the
What
path.
is the door made of? Is that important?
It's not like a door; it's more like an opening. Like
I
none of
see
these, none
doorway.
of these doorways.
But
that you
like
find-
a man-made opening?
Yes.
Oh, they don't have doors. They're just
Yeah, kind of just holes in the wall that lead to other places.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Awesome.
There's a doorway.
Very
Pause the
informational.
podcast,
Thank
everyone.
you, Seredin.
Yeah.
Yes. So, what are y'all doing now?
Did
Wren
Right.
Wren yells across again like, "Are we sure
we
we
have
want to go
already
this
started
way?"
I'll go
going this
back.
way? If we all go back, it's definitely gonna fall down under one of us,
You know, that's a great point. I'm not gonna cross it again.
which is gonna be a problem when we have to go back.
We'll
We have the
we'll
rope.
figure it out.
I think Marsh kind of like looks over the edge and says, "I would not be opposed to seeing what's down there, but not through the methods of falling."
Well, when you find another method, you can inform me of that plan.
I 100% will.
Are you coming across?
All right. Wren just kind of like looks at Matilda and is like, "All right, I'll go first."
Very
So,
cool.
Just very coolly.
Carefully. Very
roll
coolly.
roll a cool check.
Very nonchalantly, but also like he is holding on to the thing very
yeah,
tightly,
yeah,
but like
it's-
it looks
it's
really
pretty
chill.
cool.
It looks really
yeah, so
like,
you-
Seredin leans over and is like, he's so chill.
You
Yeah, totally. I was not at all that chill. I don't know what that accent was.
It's harder to cross than it probably would have been for Seredin, but because there's a lot of boards missing now. But you've got a relatively easy crossing. More and more boards keep breaking, and now there's barely any. But there's enough to cross again. But this bridge won't last very long, and you make it safely across. And then Matilda is just there, and she looks at the board and looks back up at you guys, and then looks at the bridge, and then you can see her just take a big, just deep sigh, and step
You
onto the
not cross, we're not giving you any of the treasure.
she hears you say that, and she hurries up a little bit, and she's a large woman, like very tall, probably about as tall as Marsh, and
Maybe we should have done
What?
this in the opposite order and let the
She's
heavy
over
lady
7
pass
feet tall?
first. Uh-oh.
about as tall as Marsh, but a lot beefier. So
oh, that's tall.
I'm
Not as
7'8",
beefy as me
bestie.
though.
what?
Yeah, but taller though.
I'm 7 feet 8 inches.
Yeah, about as tall as Marsh, and very beefy. Did I mention how beefy she was?
Not
You
as beefy as
did.
me though, right?
Well,
One scientists have yet to agree, but so
I'll take that as a no.
She walks
Or a
across.
yes.
About halfway through, she's just breaking basically every board she steps on. About halfway through, she just
How
like
is that working?
the boards
For her?
fall under her and she falls through.
Well,
Is she holding onto the rope?
not
Was she
ideal.
holding
She
on?
wasn't holding
My
onto
pie
the
is
rope.
Is she holding onto the
Why
rope?
was she not
Titans!
holding
God
on to
damn
the
it, I did that
rope?
for a reason.
Honestly,
Why
at that
was
point,
she
that's
not
her
holding
fault.
on?
It's her
Idiot.
fault. She fell.
Shame.
She falls down and she doesn't scream, which is weird, but she just falls and you don't see her again. Then you hear a thud like a minute later.
Oh.
And
shit.
That's a
And-
long time.
Yurik's just kind of
Jeez.
like
Okay.
Yurik's is just like and
Okay.
as he says that, you hear from really far down, you hear, I'm okay. I'm fine.
Fuck.
Guys, I'm okay.
This is.
I'm okay.
How are you okay?
I'm good down here. I'm good down here, guys. You don't have to. I'm good down here. You don't have to come get me. It's pretty cool. There's a rock. I think I live here now.
Okay.
I turn to Urix and I'm like, does that sound like Matilda to you? Or
No, yeah,
is that, do you
that's
think
definitely.
someone else?
I've lived with Matilda for like at least like a week, and from what from what I know about Matilda, that's got to be Matilda.
Hey, Matilda, tell me something that only Matilda would know. Wait, shit, I wouldn't know that, would I? Never mind.
You just hear from the bottom. Okay. Hey,
Can I
hey, look!
do a thing?
It's another. What are you gonna do?
Can we?
I'm
can
gonna see
leave
if I
her
can
there?
tie. Sorry. I'm gonna tie one of my rope.
You're gonna try to throw the rope down there?
More rope.
It's
rope
a big
down.
hole,
down
boss!
there. I'm gonna shoot
It
my
took
rope
like a
down there.
minute.
It took like a minute.
It took
We don't even have
literally a
another
minute
rope to make it
fall.
100 feet.
We just stood there in silence for a whole minute, just like, and then
Did she just die?
I'm okay.
You hear from down there, Matilda says, don't bother trying to get me, guys. It's cool down here. I like it. It's fun. I like it. I like it here.
highly doubt that that's true.
I like it.
But we
I
do
love
have
how
a present.
Matilda has just like
No,
slowly
it's fine. No, it's
started to
guys,
morph
it's fine.
into
No,
a
it's
Bernie Sanders.
I like it down here.
Guys, I
You
believe
won't get
him.
any treasure.
I believe him.
Yeah, and
I
you're just like,
do
yeah,
not
we should
believe
we
her.
should just go. Honestly,
Have fun, Matilda.
let's just go.
We are
Thanks.
seriously just gonna leave her there and go. Like that's the plan.
Yeah, that's
That
the
is
plan.
the plan.
I'm
I'm
not
gonna
a huge,
take one of
I
my
have to say I'm not a huge
torches.
fan of this plan.
one of my unlit torches and throw it down to her.
It falls
Just
for a
kinda like
minute.
throw it down the cavern. I hope it doesn't hit her.
Okay,
We all wait
It
in
falls-
silence for a minute, and then there's a muffled. Ow!
it's not as heavy as she is, so it falls
Yeah.
for.
Yeah, but it reaches maximum capacity, right?
Okay, it reaches maximum velocity in about 42 seconds. So that's actually more seconds than I wanted it to be. About 4.2 seconds. There we go. So it
That's the
goes.
same thing.
Yeah, it falls.
Okay.
You hear an echo and oh,
Then nothing else.
and then nothing else. No, she's like, oh, cool, a torch, and she lights it, and you can see down at the very, very, very far down. You do recognize that it is Matilda, and she waves at you guys. She's like, guys, seriously, don't get me. I'm fine.
No one. This is not a science podcast. No one is allowed to at us on Twitter and be like, actually, if you fell for a minute, it would be this and this far, and you wouldn't be able to see. Shut up. Not a science.
I would like to see that actually.
Physics work different
It's
in
not-
magic.
Listen,
Hey guys,
It's
she's
really
so
like-
big.
really
She's
so
very
beefy.
big.
Did I mention how
She's a
big
big
she was?
woman.
Well, it's
Not as
Big
big
woman.
as you.
She's
Not as
so
beefy
big.
as you.
After
Scientists
Thank
don't
you.
know.
after like it hits her, I just kind of yell it out. I am sorry. Moving on. I imagine I'm probably the last one
Yeah,
like
moving on.
there. So I'm
Let's
just
go.
yelling down there by myself. This is great.
Yes.
Cool.
Urix is like, all right, uh, time to go. And he'd
Yep.
like side eyes the door, and then you guys, and then the door
I have
again.
to say, so far, we're not doing great on the whole being the first ones to make it out alive plan.
Yeah.
I don't know what you mean. We're all alive.
We'll be fine. Yeah, I mean,
That is
we
true.
are all alive.
I don't know about the making it out part, though, for a certain someone who fell down a hole.
They're having
They'll
fun.
be fine.
There were stairs, right? There were stairs.
Not down the hole.
No,
gotta
they're
find out
definitely
well, maybe
not.
We,
Well,
to be fair, we,
stairs
We
didn't
don't know
in
if
the
it
tunnel.
goes, it goes down there. Alright, I'm just gonna stride through this opening and continue on.
All right, you go, and Urix follows you after you go.
I'm hungry for information.
All right, did the rest of you follow?
Yes.
So I
Hey everyone, it's Tin, and I'm gonna just read off some ads and program notes before we get just right back into it. I just want to say a really quick thanks to Dax Seredin on Reddit for letting us use the homebrew race for Seredin. That's DAXAYRTON on Reddit. Thanks, it's awesome. We appreciate it. I also want to say a really quick thanks to my very good friend Toby for drawing the portion of the cover art that has me in it, because all of my other fabulous co-hosts are incredibly talented artists, but I am not. So I appreciate the assist, and I also want to just say thanks to you for listening. This podcast has it's a really long time in the making, and just the fact that it's actually out, I think by the time that you're hearing this, it will be over a year that we've been talking about it and discussing it and working through logistics. So the fact that it's actually out, it blows my mind, and it's crazy, and it makes me just insanely happy. So thank you for being here, if you are, and yeah, the next episode will come out, assuming everything goes according to plan, February 1st. So I will see you then. Let's get back to the adventure. So you're all going through this opening, and it's not a very far journey as you go through this next opening, which has it's about as wide as the room you came into first, but maybe 3 times as long, and it does have torches in it.
Jesus.
And you can see there's a bonfire in the center of it, and there is just kind of a heavy layer of dust on the floor, but there are like footprints, like very fresh footprints that you can see.
Okay.
Which was a lot of
So,
information.
but no
to
one's
give for
around the
nothing.
bonfire?
Nobody's there, but you can tell that people were.
Okay. Are there any other?
Okay.
So we're in like a small cavern with a bonfire. Is that what you're saying?
Interesting.
It's
Or-
another. It's kind of like how it was, like in the first room, where it was like carved out,
Mm-hmm.
about as wide as the first room, 3 times as like long, far into it. In the center, there's the bonfire and torches in the corners, so you can kind of see.
Okay.
Wren's gonna
Alright.
go over to this bonfire and try to see how
Okay, you
long
can-
ago it was
All right,
lit.
make perception.
Investigation.
Can I look on the
Wait,
walls?
perception or
see if there's,
investigation?
like,
You do
anything
investigation.
there?
Rain do perception.
Oh,
Alright.
I rolled a 4-1, so I
It's a fire, and it's probably hot.
it certainly is.
you sure?
Are you
Don't touch
sure
it.
that it's hot?
I think Wren is not sure. but
That's a
for perception-
17.
Okay, you also I probably should have said before, but on kind of in the center of the wall, to the left of where you came in, there is a door, but also on the wall there's like a little, on the opposite wall, all the way at the end of the room, there is a kind of a window. like cut
In a cave?
I'm gonna
in
go
the
down
cave, kind of
and look
went
out
like
that
cut
window.
into. Okay, do an investigation
Alright,
check.
I'm
on
gonna
this.
go look over there. Okay. That's not great. An 8.
An 8.
Yeah.
With an 8, you can see that it looks like just like a porthole, kind of. Just it's like a rounded top, just with flat on the bottom, and it goes in for a while, and you can tell that there's something in it. Can't tell anything else about it, and it's dark in it.
Okay, can I kind of stick my lantern in and
Interesting.
try to like light
Yes,
it up? And see what's
and
back
I'll
there?
give you advantage on that previous investigation roll because of that.
Okay. That's good. Okay.
Yes.
Investigation again?
Okay, with the
16.
16, you can see it's a smaller, you can tell that it's a smaller shape. It's like maybe 30 feet in. It's a big, long,
Okay.
like very small tunnel in the side of this wall. And it's like, you can see just kind of the, like a glint of something gold on this object that's in there.
Oh.
But you can't really tell anything else about it.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of wave over Venus and be like, I know you have talked about being a very experienced adventurer in your past, being a pirate and such. There might be something at the back of this small tunnel, and I kind of like put my lantern in a bit farther and point down at the end. Do you think it would be worth going in
So it's
and seeing what the object is?
like a tunnel?
It's very small.
Yeah,
Like
it's
maybe
small.
like a foot cubed, or like a square foot opening that you can see into.
And there's something down it?
Some down it, yeah.
This seems very intriguing to me.
Yes, I believe there may be something gold back there, but I'm not 100% sure.
Would it be
Let me look at.
Could
let me look at
I-
my things.
take my other I have more rope
Okay.
and more
Uh-huh.
and more pitons.
Okay.
Okay, this time I'm using my 50
The
feet
pitons
of
return.
silk rope.
Silk
Fancy.
rope. Fancier for a
Ooh.
fancy task.
Okay.
Fancy rope.
Yeah. So I take the silk rope out and a piton, and I tie the rope to the piton, and then I throw.
Okay,
I'm
you're gonna have to
I'm trying to look
you're gonna have to
something
make
up
a
right now.
strength check on this one, I think.
A strength check. Okay.
For your throwing.
Okay. Here we go. Strength.
Oh, I could also do something. Wait. I'm also going to tap this rope.
Cool.
Sorry. I'm gonna tap. Sorry, I was looking at something. I'm gonna tap this rope, and I'm gonna use my magical tinkering, my magic, and it's gonna light up the entire
Ooh.
rope. It's basically just like a really bright rope now. It's kind of like a really long like LED
Wow.
strip, I guess.
That's so cool.
That's pretty swag.
So we can like see farther into the tunnel if
If
Venus does a good
I
job
will.
at throwing it.
I'm gonna roll it right now.
Yeah, roll that for me.
It's gonna be so good. Nope. That you said strength.
Strength, yep.
That is an 11.
And
It could have
11.
been worse.
Could have been worse. Probably should have been better. You throw it in. It makes it about halfway, but you can see that because of this light that's now on the rope, you can see that the object in it is a chest.
Can I try again?
You can if you want to.
I really want to.
I'm gonna, Birdie. I think we're thinking the same thing. Can I tell if this little possum would be big enough to go down and get it? Like 1 foot tall, like on its.
You see,
on
that
its
was my
side?
thought too, but I was like,
Yeah,
1 foot might be
I
pushing it.
wasn't gonna suggest it because Meadow wouldn't, but I do think Seredin is like
How
not
big?
short
How
enough,
big is
but like small
Seredin?
enough.
Like a bit, like a
Seredin
possum
is-
sized.
a little
No.
bit bigger than a possum.
Yeah.
But like not
Like a
very
small-
tall.
Let me
I'd
look
say
up
like
possum depth.
about 3 feet or a little
Yeah.
smaller.
I think
even.
it's 3 feet,
I'm trying
if
again.
I recall correctly.
Yeah, but that's when you're standing up, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
So if you're
Yeah,
on your
exactly.
side,
So they could probably
Yeah.
crawl
you
through.
could probably
You'll
be
probably-
one
Hey,
foot.
Tin.
Hello.
Yeah.
Out of all of us, they're most likely to be able to
Would
crawl
a
through.
17 do anything?
Yes. But you like
I don't.
you
Are
can
you thinking
throw
that
it.
you can like lasso?
Either
reaches.
lasso or stab it with the pie.
You okay? So your plan was you're gonna take the rope with the python on it, throw it
That has
at
been all our plans. so
throw it at
far.
whatever's been in there because you didn't know it was a chest at first. Just like maybe I can stick this python in there. Just pull the thing out.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All
I think
of
with
our
the
plans
17
start
I think with the
with
17
take the rope and the
you
python.
do throw the python in it and it hits it like reaches it, but it doesn't like go in.
That's
I
a
think I
5.
could crawl
That
through.
one did work.
I think probably Seredin could fit in the hole.
Okay.
Yeah, I would be between 2 or 3 feet tall. I think somewhere in the middle of that.
No,
range,
yeah,
like
yeah,
2
no.
feet.
And
There's
you're
no
not
way you're not
really
wide enough,
wider than you're tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like
So-
kind of fat.
Yeah, I'm a
Damn.
little chub. I'm a little possum.
It's not a bad
Shit.
thing. They're
Yeah.
a very cute possum.
I turn to Willow and I'm like, "You're not gonna like this,
Willow,
Meadow." Oh my god.
bro.
Where did Willow
Bro.
come from?
Who's
Oh
Willow?
my god.
Who's Willow?
Wrong character.
Willow, new
We got
character.
fantasy
Oh my God.
infidelity of the best friends.
We're
Willow.
yeah. I was
Smith.
just
my
gonna
God.
say we are not a couple.
This is so embarrassing.
Okay, Seredin, you want to
Um,
crawl through
wait,
this?
wait.
So yeah, I turned to Meadow and I go, "You're not gonna like this."
I mean, Duck.
Whichever one. I am going to need to crawl through this hole. I'll be fine. I promise. I'm very stealthy.
Seredin. Seredin. What if you get stuck?
Yes.
Do you have any idea how much it would suck to get stuck in that hole?
You can pull on my tail.
No, don't worry about it, because Venus has a rope with a python on it.
we have
Yeah, when Seredin comes over, Venus is
It's gonna be
still
fine. We have a
throwing this
rope
python at the
project.
box.
I go over and I'm like,
Just
okay,
be
okay,
careful,
okay, stop.
Okay? Don't, like, Timmy, move
I will
carefully.
be-
Don't do something stupid and get your shoulders stuck or anything. Can we tie the rope to you?
Yes.
I have a python.
We don't need the python in this case, I don't think. I can just hold the rope.
You'd think that. You'd think that.
I would actually really prefer to hold the rope, I think.
This is a great plan.
Okay. I'm gonna tie this rope to myself and I'm gonna crawl through the hole. I'm crawling through the hole and then I'm gonna roll
Okay, make
I'm gonna roll stealth, maybe? Or would I roll to go through the hole
stealth.
first?
Okay, make a stealth and a dexterity check.
What's the stealth for?
Yeah. Stealth is a
I don't know
dex,
what the stealth
but
is for.
So then don't do
If
stealth.
there's anyone on the other
You,
side
I
of the
mean,
hole,
if you say you want to roll
you.
stealth to be stealthy about going in this hole,
Yeah, just
then like
so you
I
don't
wanna
you can
use
do
stealth
that
in
the
if you
chest.
want to. I won't stop you.
It would be.
she said to be careful.
It would be disadvantaged though, right? Because my rope is very shiny. It's a very bright rope.
Yeah, but you don't.
That
use
is okay.
stealth.
It's a very
That
bright
is
rope. So if
true.
you're trying to like hide yourself
If you're
in
trying to
this thing,
hide, you
it would
will
be
have
hard.
disadvantage. Thank you, Rain. I wouldn't have given
no,
it
I
unless you
think-
spoke up.
I
So
think
thank
we
you.
might also have disadvantage because we've been throwing a python at it.
Yeah, I don't think stealth is
Yeah.
out of the question.
I think that I
Yeah.
won't worry about stealth and I'm just gonna roll dexterity to get through the hole and I got a 19.
Ooh,
Ooh.
that's
All right,
So-
you just go, dude. You just go,
Yeah.
and you reach the
Alright,
other end.
pop out the hole.
There's a box, and you get it, and you come back, and it's a box.
Oh.
We've got a box.
You've got a box. It's a golden box.
let's open it.
Ooh.
It's like wood. It looks like a wood, but like golden and shiny. Like it's made of gold. But like it's plated with gold, or like gold was melted on it, but like coated. It's very cool. And it's like maybe I'm forgetting dimensions, and a foot is the smallest dimension I can think of. It's not that big. Maybe half a foot long.
6 inches?
That's
That's
tiny.
okay.
That's very small.
No, it's probably a foot long.
And I tried to
And-
throw a python at it.
Picture a Subway sandwich.
Picture a Subway sandwich.
Subway sandwich.
But
You
so
have
it's
completely
about a
lost
Subway
me.
sandwich.
All
long.
of you
Let me
have
let me
completely
describe
lost
this.
me.
No, okay.
I
Let
am
me-
Swedish. I know we have Subway in Sweden, but
Imagine
I also
something
have
that is a
Swedish
foot long. Maybe this big.
Thank you. That did not help.
Imagine
Who
something.
uses
And
feet?
that's all you need to know
You
about Elix.
American heathens.
Imagine.
Shit.
And we've got a
Yes.
box, and it's kind of big. It's a box. I'm not gonna say how big the box is for sure. Nobody can quite tell. But now you got this golden box. Diversity win. You have a box.
I'm
No,
gonna open
no.
it.
Open the golden box.
I'm gonna
Let's
open it.
Better be more
investigate it
Pitons in
before
there.
opening it.
Wait, before we open it, I'm gonna
roll.
Investigate the box.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if the gold is like actual real gold or if it's
Okay.
like an illusion? Because it's kind of sus that it's like an entirely golden box because gold is a very malleable metal, and it doesn't seem like the best material for making the entire.
Well,
chest
maybe
out of.
they wanted.
Sorry
it to
for
be
getting all
pretty.
sciencey on this fantasy podcast.
I thought we said that there was no science.
For Arcana, that would be 20. For investigation, that would be
So is that?
an 18.
Did you roll twice, or is that the same roll?
It's the same roll, but I just didn't know which I should use.
I mean, you gotta pick.
I'm gonna do Arcana then, because
Okay.
that's the higher
That's
number.
what you're
With
supposed to
Arcana.
say.
You can tell that the box itself is not magical, but that's not what the Arcana checks do. Arcana checks
It
are like
tells me what type of
that's
it's
detect
what
that's
type
the detect
of
magic spell.
like magic it would be.
Arcana check is
Yeah.
to know if you know anything about the magic thing that it is, and you know that this box isn't
is it?
magic.
But there are things
Something
inside
is
that
telling
is
me that there's
there
something
magic?
magical inside.
Do I sense
I'm
magic
gonna
from this
Can-
box?
what's his
It's
name?
vibes,
Do I
yeah.
get the magic vibe?
Can I?
Okay.
I
Okay, yeah. there's
Do
vibes.
an
I'm gonna
investigation
open it.
check before
Somebody
we open
investigate
it,
this
just to see
box.
if there's
Yeah.
something up with the box.
Somebody
Apart
figure
from
out this
magic.
box.
Is it perception or
I'm just
investigation?
gonna do an investigation check.
Investigation. We're so good at
That
this
is
game, you
11,
guys.
so that's not
Mhm.
great.
I rolled a 15 minus 1, 14.
Okay, with
Great,
your
everyone
14,
did
Wren.
that. Yep.
With your 14, Wren, you see that the box is, it looks like it's made out of wood, but like just coated in gold. And
I wasn't.
Cool.
Okay.
you can see
Does it look openable?
there's no
Or
lock
is it
on it.
locked?
There's a latch, but no lock.
Alright, I take the box. And I
Hey!
can I use sleight of hand to open it
I
carefully.
was opening it.
Not anymore. You took too long. You can use sleight
I
of hand
was
to open it
definitely
carefully.
opening it.
Roll that.
Alright, 13 plus 2, 15.
Okay. You open it. Nobody even sees you open it. It just looks like you have it in your hand, and then it opens. Because
Whoa!
sleight of hand, man.
Whoa! What the fuck
Whoa.
happened?
It just creaks open. And
I'm gonna say a sarcastic thing. I love how Wren did not help at all during any of this process, and then just took it while I was trying to open it, and then opened it.
that's great.
Well, maybe
Yep,
it's
definitely.
dangerous, and
This is a
now
great
you're
child.
gonna die. You don't know that.
I
Okay.
could die.
Can I say what's in the box?
Please.
No.
Yes.
You open the box, and a cloud of dust leaves it, although it doesn't look like much is settled inside of it. The top of the box has an engraving of a circle with 7 squares lining the interior, and what appears to be a bird with wings spread wide inside of that. The bottom of the box has a green plush lining, and in the center of that is a transparent crystal with blue light shining from within.